FamilySearch Family Tree is a great place to store your research on your ancestors and their descendants. I find that I collaborate with relatives that I didn't even know I had, and together we're adding sources and documenting and correcting and straightening out and making as good a record as we can about our ancestors. Since 1938, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has been microfilming records around the world so that these records are then more accessible and available for research. They've accumulated in that time 2.4 million rolls of microfilm. Well, that's a great resource, but what's the downside? You had to order them in and go to a family history center around the world to look at these. But over the past several years, the church has been digitizing these records so that these will be available on computer and we won't have to deal with rolls of microfilm anymore. So this brings up an interesting point. I have a great-great-grandmother, Amanda Matilda Hall, and occasionally for the people in our tree, there will be some research help, some hints showing here. Where do these hints come from? They are from indexed records because the computer, as yet, doesn't do a great job of reading handwriting. Okay, so how many of the records have been indexed on FamilySearch? That's a good question, but an estimate that we've heard is between 5 and 10%, which is not very many of the 2.4 million rolls. So how do we get access to all of the rest of these valuable, wonderful records? Okay, I have done research on Amanda Matilda, and you can see I have a lot of very specific and great information about her. But I have found a birth record is now available on FamilySearch, and I would like to attach this original, a digitized copy of this original record to this person so everybody can see it. Now, I've already done the research, so I'm not going to tell you how to do research. That's up to you. But I'm going to show you the process and how you can access these records. First of all, we're going to go to Search. It's one of the tabs across the top, and we're going to search the catalog. Okay, catalog. She was born in Sweden. So we'll go ahead and select that and search for Sweden. And I'm going to places within Sweden. And I know that, excuse my pronunciation, but Göteborg och Bohaus, it's close enough. And then I'm going to go to places within that, and I see that she's from Tanum, so I will select Tanum, which brings us to church records. We are getting close to the record that I want. Here we see Kirkebacher, which are church books, 1672 to 1894, and this includes the time frame of her birth. By the way, this would hold true for any area of the world or any record set that you are researching. So don't worry if you don't read Swedish, that's okay. I don't either very well, but the process is the same. We have the information here about the source, and in the notes it says this is available online. Okay, that brings this up, and it says I can browse through 502,836 images. That sounds a bit daunting, but that's okay. We can do this. We're going to go to Tanum again. And since I'm looking for her birth record, this is the word in Sweden, and I'm going to choose that. Then we have here the years in different books, And I'm going to go to number 5 so that this includes the year when she was born, 1848. Okay, here we have the records. And so now this starts in 1838. She was born in 48. So I could go through these one at a time, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take a guess, and I'm going to go to image 90 and see how close that gets us to 1848. This will come in and get clear in just a second. And we see 1852. Okay, we're close. So let's go back to image 65 and see where that gets us. Okay, we're to 1848. You can see that. But we have July and August, so I need to go back a little bit. So let's go back one page to 64. Here we have 1848, okay, correct year. I'll bring this up a little bit so you can see. April, that's her month, the 7th of April. These are the birthdays, these are the christening dates. And as I look down here, here she is, Amanda Matilda, born on the 7th, christened on the 16th of April in 1848. This shows her father. This is where I use my split screen so I can verify Anders Hall, and E.M. Brune is her mother. She's age 21 and she is from Runstung, and I know that is correct. So this is the correct record and the correct birth record for Amanda Matilda Hall. I love how the priest kept these records so carefully. The handwriting is so beautiful and so readable, and I just really enjoy seeing this. This one was a delight to research. I'm going to go ahead and attach this now to Family Tree. Okay, the source is already in here. It gives us that. What is in this record? I'm going to say birth and christening record. And we'll use the patronymic Anders' daughter, Hall. Showing her parents. Then we are going to select a person. And again, this is so easy and elegant, and this is a very new feature of FamilySearch. So we select Amanda Matilda. I check her ID number to make sure I've got the correct person. There we go. And since this also has her father and mother, we're going to select them. And then we go next. Why is this a match? Okay, again, we'd like to give reasons for everything that we do. We'll just say that everything matches, and we'll go ahead and attach this. So we attach the source successfully to 3 people. So let's go back over here and check this. I will need to reload the page. This should just take a minute. So we come down here, and here is the record, which has a link that would take me back to this record. So everybody can see the record of her birth, and that way we've documented her. Again, this is a newer feature of attaching the unindexed records to the family tree. It's an easy and wonderful way to source and to document your family. So have fun, and I hope you enjoy this wonderful new resource.